We have ourselves a quest to turn in, and I may or may not have installed the fix for the quest rewards being slightly bugged. And by may or may not, I mean totally did. What do we want to take? All this is crap. I mean, this might be the best thing out of all of that, insofar as I'm concerned. Ooh, we can do a tier 3 that's nearby. We could do a tier 3 infested. Have we already done Luigi's Pizza? I feel like maybe we've already done Luigi's Pizza. If that's the case, then let's do a different one. Because I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I feel like we've done enough of that already. I do want to sell this rocket launcher part. These rocket launcher parts. Whatever. I know proper grammarism. I just choose not to use it or something. Have ourselves a little bit of an abrasion, so we'll just go ahead and use that guy. See if that'll help reduce the amount of time on that. Yes. Yes, it did. So overall, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We should probably put that armor piece on something. Let's go ahead and put it on the feetsy feets, because I'm tired of broken legs and sprains and all that. I don't know that it actually matters to put it on that specifically, but whatever. That sounds like a good plan to me. One of the things we might want to prioritize is checking for dogs, because I see doghouse. I expect dog to bite my leg. I think we're good. Okay. Anyway, one of the other things we might want to prioritize, aside from checking for dogs, which always check for dogs, probably should have checked for eggs. Oh well, it's fine. That's the way to go, is to maybe see if we can get a vehicle, a better, faster, more usable vehicle up soon. I'd like us to be able to ditch the bicycle, and I should just go ahead and stray? I should just stray from the path. I should say that if I were actually going for making a vehicle, like if that were the actual goal, crap, I just realized we do have some lockpicks, we'll be fine. I was going to say we don't have any way to get into stuff, but now we're good. You know what? What is in a fertilizer bag? I mean, I know, but potassium nitrate. I haven't really messed with those. Anyway, we need a better vehicle. That's all I'm trying to say. That should probably be some sort of priority at some point. This is a really, really weird scarecrow, but okay. I mean, who am I to judge? I guess I just did, so that's who I am. Madam, I hear you. This is a clear quest course. We're just going to keep running through this. I also want to mention right near the top of our show today that I did put some time in on trying to get Ranger mod to work with Alpha 21. And it does work, but I think there are still a couple of things I need to fix. So I'm hoping to have that ready to go, I don't know, soon-ish. I mean, really, if I'm able to find some time to sit down and do it, probably in the next couple of weeks would be my worst case scenario. But I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take. There are some changes that I want to make to the mod too, and those might end up just having to wait as I focus on functionality first, and then worry about changes, new additions, all that sort of stuff later. And that might even have to come in a couple of different steps, just because some of the changes I want to make are just going to be a pain in the butt. A lot of it is just cleaning up code, getting everything to be a little more unified, because what I have in place... Hi, just open it. I know there's someone in there. We all know there's someone in there. Like, let's not even pretend. What I basically wrote originally was not very good, because I didn't know what I was doing. That's not to say I know what I'm doing now, but I know more about what I'm doing, and more about what I'm doing wrong. But all that said, it does take time to fix things. So with a little luck, I'll find a few more hours to work on it, and then I think I can at least release a version that's ready for Alpha 21 Experimental, and with any luck, people will like it. The plan right now, too, just kind of so you know, since I'm trying to think where we are in terms of videos posting, I think the last one or two, depending on how it goes, of HAL mod for Alpha 20 will post this week. I'm just kind of spoiling it right now and telling you that there end up going to be the last of that particular series. That's because I am going to switch over to Alpha 21 with HAL mod. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to dedicate the amount of time that I really want to that, because that's going to take a little more time than just, knock out a quick video or two here and there. And I have something else I need to do in terms of another video or two here or there before I can do that. Just, looking at obligations and such. So I will be doing that in the near future, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And the plan, I think, right now, is to play Hal mod with Ranger mod side by side. So I'm not sure how that's going to go exactly, because, Ranger mod doesn't make considerable changes to anything. It just kind of adds some potentially overpowered stuff. But since Hal mod is so challenging, I kind of think it might end up being a little more balanced than vanilla would be. Which, that's kind of a fun thing to think about, because the stuff in Ranger mod is kind of ridiculous. It's not, like, awful or anything. I thought we had switched to a crossbow at some point. We must have switched back to this guy because we found a bow or something. I don't remember, honestly. It's been a minute. Seriously, this last week for me was just over-the-top bonkers, and I don't know what has happened in the intervening time. Like, it's kind of a miracle that I'm sitting down to record it all, but let's not focus on that. Instead, let's focus on all the fun stuff ahead of us. Like, I'm genuinely looking forward to quite a few things that are coming up here in very short order. And I hope you are too. At least I hope you'll enjoy them as much as I have been. I'm going to go ahead and try it. That took 5 lockpicks, and I was not going to go beyond that. Wow, we got a double-barrel shotgun out of that madness. That's super interesting. I need some time to think about that one. Here, let's go ahead and eat some food before we get super-duper hungry. It'll give us a little more stamina to use with our spear. One more thing I wanted to mention with Ranger mod is one of the big reasons of, or one of the two main things I did with Ranger mod, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I basically added some cool new stuff for bows, specifically bows, not crossbows, because bows are better. The end. Take that. But I also made spears not suck. But since spears no longer suck, I have to kind of figure out how to make that work. So that's in part one of the reasons for the delays. When the devs go ahead and do what you've done, and technically do it better because, they can add new animations and grips and all that stuff for holding weapons and things, I appreciate it. Dude, you will get no complaints out of me that the spear in Alpha 21 Experimental and soon to be Alpha 21 is just straight up good. It might get nerfed. It's so good. It might get nerfed. But I don't think it needs to be. I think maybe it's probably okay. The funny thing is, I think people are just now discovering that the spear is actually a good weapon when it has a power attack. Like, if you have not played any of the various mods, and there are more than one, that have power attacks for the spears, you don't know what you've been missing all along. Like, no joke. Seriously, spear. Long reach. It's the easiest weapon to use, the best weapon to use outside of any sort of proper ranged weapon if you want to stay out of reach of all the zombies and knock them down. Seriously, it doesn't get any better than the spear. You can say sledgehammer with its big KO and all that stuff all you want, and I'm not going to disagree that it's effective. But the range of the spear, range is king. Unless maybe it's like 1,001 zombies, in which case, sure. Sledgehammer might be better since you can knock all of them down at once, but, you're talking about weird situations in that case. Maybe not weird, but specific situations. Whereas the spear has applicability all day long. We're going to open that in a minute, I suspect. Maybe not, who knows, we'll see. So, in a way, I won't be surprised if the spear ends up getting nerfed. How you doing, madam? Like, see, if I had the spear ready, this would have been perfect, because if I also had better aim... Yeah, I don't have good aim. That's the problem here. Although I will say, in that case, that really wasn't a great option, because spear didn't do enough damage to stop her. Now, granted, that's in part because I missed, like, 3 swings. And had I actually landed any of them, or all of them, pretty sure she would have been staggered first. But anyway, we also need a few more levels in and spear and it'll be fine. You know, it's not like sledgehammers are instantly amazing. You gotta put some points into them and make them good. And then they are amazing. I just don't like the speed of them, that's all. But you do something like that, I mean, come on. Like, this works pretty darn well. I mean, yes, that's a beefier zombie, so of course he's going to be like, nah, man. Oh, hi, we need some... Okay. We need some stamina back. So if you don't mind, I need someone to die. And I don't mean me. This is what I get for being all funny as I'm trying to do stuff instead of actually being efficient. You know, iron spear, not enough levels into spear. I mean, what do we even have at this point? I don't even know. 3. We're actually pretty good. But we're using an iron spear. We need a steel spear, and then things will go slightly differently. Cattle feed. Make cows fat again. Okay. Well, this is apparently going to give us a crap ton of corn seeds, which, that's interesting. If only I didn't hate farming in this game. I mean, I don't know that we need this stuff, but I can see a world in which we want some nitrate so that we can make gunpowder. Why? I don't know. Probably for timed charges. If I had to guess, that would be the reason why. Not for making ammunition, because who cares about that? I want timed charges. The quest did finish, so there should not be anyone else in here. Just more corn seeds lying around everywhere, and then that should be... Huh, that was clay. Okay. I've done a terrible job so far in this series of experimenting with all these various containers like this to see what we get out of them, because things have definitely changed. Like, no joke, things are different than how they used to be. And all of a sudden, some of these various containers lying around like that, I'm looking at them going, you know, that makes all the sense in the world to stop and actually hack away at that. I should have been doing this for the whole series. I haven't been. At the very least, I'm willing to admit when I need to learn from all the things we're doing. So in this case, yeah, let's go ahead and call this a learning moment, a learning opportunity, a way for us to do a little better with things in terms of gathering some of these various materials that more or less you need all throughout your 7 days playing experience. I wanted to come turn in the quest, but I wasn't paying attention and I went to the wrong marker. My bad. So what do we got as options here? We can get a quality 3 robo sledge, quality 3 hammer, some pipe bombs, weighted head mod, 2 vitamins. I think the robo sledge is the choice there. I mean, I don't know that I'm terribly excited about it. Johnnytown. I don't know that we've been into that Johnnytown, so we'll take that one. I do need to explain something momentarily, but for now I just want to see if there's any main stuff we want to sell. We're going to keep spear parts because we don't want to get rid of those just yet. At some point, I suspect we'll probably want to make a steel spear, unless we find one sooner rather than later. But I'm good with all of that for right now. Let's go back to the base for just a moment. So before we take care of the laceration, because I will forget if I don't kind of maybe mention that, can we put that guy in there? I always forget. I think those have to go into heavier armor or something. So we'll not worry about that guy for right now. Let's grab a sewing kit and use that. And then I wanted to mention this magazine. It came from the red mailbox just outside, across the street from the house that we just went through for the quest. So we're going to go ahead and grab some shotgun shells, which are already in inventory, and we're going to use those as we go on to our next POI, probably. But maybe we need to eat just a bunch of food here to kind of make sure we're all ready to go. And then where's some water? We're going to need another box at some point that's just water, because this is going to be a little too much. Here, let's get up to the wall so we can see what we have here. Oh, this guy is almost done. That'll be good. That is almost done. I don't know if we have enough time. I guess we have enough time. I've been going so long on some of these episodes lately, and I'm really trying not to do that, but whatever. It's Monday. So this is Johnnytown. I don't know what we're getting into, but this kind of looks like oh, this POI. I never knew it was called Johnnytown. Well, we know this one well because this is an old school POI. We have been through it before. So before we start diving in on things, I do kind of wonder. I don't know that we could do an easy double loot on this because these are thick doors right here. And honestly, I think we're going to have problems getting the final loot. I meant to grab a jailbreaker and I didn't. If we need to, we can make a marker that we come back and fix it later, so to speak. And then we don't really probably need that guy there since we have the stone axe. So let's just kind of get these things all set up, all these various tools and weapons on our bar, so that if we need to or want to, we have at our quick disposal a nice hammering robot. Probably need to stop and pay attention to the various magazines we picked up along the way, because I know I saw a recipe pop up for a grenade, but I don't remember if anything else popped up. And picking up that corn reminds me, I don't know why it reminds me, but it reminds me that I also wanted to maybe start installing some of my typical mods. At the very least, a larger backpack would be very, very handy, but you know, we've survived so far with default vanilla backpacks, so I guess we can go another, I don't know, handful of episodes without. It'll be fine. I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm wondering if by the time these videos post, if maybe we'll be at the actual full Alpha 21 release instead of the experimental. And, you know, if so, if I have to stop and change things, do things over again, it's not a big deal. I don't know that that will end up being the case, but at the very least, I'm pretty sure that one of the fixes I kind of installed for the loot quest is already in the code for the next build. So even if we don't have the quote-unquote full Alpha 21 release by the time these videos post, I won't be surprised if we have another experimental build whereby that fix is already in effect, because it's a bug the devs already know and have already taken care of on their end. They just have to release the build to us, the players, and I'm sure they will soon. I mean, you know, there might be some other things that they're working on, other things they want to fix, change, whatever, get some more data on before they make decisions. And, you know, that's fine by me. That's good development from my standpoint. I have no complaints with, you know, hey, we need more data before we change something, or whatever the case may be. Context. Context is important in all facets and manners of life. So nothing in here. We're going to go wind our way through this side. I don't really care about that. We'll take the clothing, though. Ooh, that I do think we want, because we don't really need the puffer coat right now. I mean, we can, but this guy's going to be better. Plus, it just plain looks cooler. I mean, I don't know that we're exactly ready to be on the front cover of any fashion magazines, but that is a better look, I would say. More spear books. I will never complain with, or spear magazines, rather. Won't complain about getting those. I do kind of wonder what's going to happen once we hit 75 spear points. I mean, I'm assuming we're still going to find them in everything. But maybe not. You know what? I do want to take the mushroom spore. Mushrooms are just different enough that maybe, just possibly, but probably not, I might decide at some point, yeah, you know what? We can at least plant some mushroom spores. We'll see how that goes. Just trying to look at all these boxes and make sure I didn't skip anything we shouldn't have. Wow, that was a good pile of trash right there. I mean, seriously. No complaints from my end on what was in there at all. And sure, we'll take that. I don't think we care about lead. I'm still kind of of the opinion that I don't really want to worry about brass and lead. Gunpowder I will, just because gunpowder has so many applications. But brass and lead, I still feel like we more or less get what we need. So, I don't know. I don't really feel a burning need to be collecting those things. I mean, we've got a bunch of shells. Like, I'm honestly just wasting shells right now. Just because we found a crap shotgun and I want to use it. Like, it's literally that simple. There's no rhyme or reason to using the shotgun here. We're not in any danger where we need to bust out a firearm because we're in danger of being swarmed, or we just need something with a lot of stopping power. I mean, that's obviously not the case at the moment. Now, that could change. Just to be clear, that could change, and there will be some additional zombies down here. I think there's often a dog in here somewhere. I gotta say, man, I love taking their legs out with the spear. It just looks brutal. You can tap them from so far away, and the way they just fall forward, basically. Hilarious. So good. It's very, very satisfactory. We don't need hop seeds. I don't even know why I'm taking the corn ones, to be honest. I think maybe, yeah, I was trying to go fast, and I just couldn't. I knew you were right there. I think, let's see. What can we make with... Oh, I don't want to do that, I guess. Okay, well, maybe I don't want the corn seeds after all. Whatever, I mean, we collected a bunch at the last POI that I thought, we can grab a few more. It's not going to hurt anything to grab a few more, but I don't know that it really serves any purpose at this particular moment. How you doing, ma'am? Here, let's go ahead and do the leg sweep thing. I mean, come on. What's not to like about that? That's hilarious. Here, while you're getting up, I'm going to stop and harvest these. Oh, you burned to death. That sucks to be you. Okay, grab that and go. I don't know that we need all the cobblestones, but we really should be upgrading the base soon. So that might be something we do for the next one. The next episode, that is. I think I had maybe mentioned something about doing that. If not, it was definitely something kicking around in my brain. Sometimes you think you said something, and then you go back and realize, oh, no, I didn't. Well, I meant to. I meant to say something about that, but it didn't. I don't know that we need concrete. I just kind of thought there are 2 bags here, and... Or, yeah, two containers. Not full bags, but whatever. You know what I mean. And I should just make sure that all we get out of it is cement, because, again... I've already found out on this episode that things are not quite what I remember them being, which, who knew that things have changed in a brand new version of the game? I don't know why I wasn't consulted on that. I mean, oh my gosh, I hate this shotgun so much. I really do. I hate that shotgun. It's pretty much my least favorite. I mean, I guess the pipe shotgun is worse, but still. As I was saying, I don't know why I wasn't consulted on all of these changes, but I'm sure it was an oversight. It's fine. My feelings aren't hurt that much. Okay, that's just concrete. I'm going to ignore that. I mean, we might even just drop the concrete if we find ourselves with needing some room for some actual loot. Here, let's go ahead and make some noise over here. I mean, probably what we should be doing is going full stealth mode. Because, you know... It's zombie run o'clock. Hi, let me close that door on you. I'll be with you in a moment. Maybe. Can I see what's in here? How you doing? Oh, you are a big guy. I probably don't want to mess around with you too much. Can I? Yes. Excellent. That is also why the spear is so amazing. Oh, it's so satisfying. It really and truly is. It's great. Pistol book, alright. We need food again? Well, crap, I thought we ate a bunch of food. Whatever, we'll be alright. We're only losing a little bit of stamina. We can roll with it for now. We're almost at the end of this POI anyway. Let's go hit the other bathroom, and then we'll go upstairs, and basically we'll be done, madam. I didn't realize you were going to be waiting right around the corner like that. That's surprising. I mean, typically they're not right around the corner there, but maybe it's just because I opened the doors, I didn't see her. I mean, I'm sure that's what it was, but whatever, minor details and stuff. There's often a little bit of food up here, so we'll see if we get anything. And if not, it's alright. Sure, we'll take some of that. All those guys are empty. We do have a vending machine that is functional. I don't think there's anything we really need in there. Oh, actually, you know what? I take it back. We'll buy the tea, just because I know we could go collect some chrysanthemums and all that, but dude, it's so cheap to buy the tea. You might as well. Like, there's no reason not to. I mean, if you don't have the money, I guess that's one reason not to, but you should have the money in all likelihood. So we're going to take advantage of our range right now, and the zombies will eventually make their way over here. And if I am smart about it, I'll put that down in place for them. Hi. Okay, we are going to move over here so that they get pushed around. Oh, it's so good when you take advantage of all of your tools. All right, we definitely need some stamina right now, so a little bit of help here. Oh, that dude just got totally wrecked. That was great. There's someone else around. Oh, you're stuck down there. All right, well, here, let's help you out by giving you arrows to the head if you'll stop moving. Now, the problem is, do I go down for those arrows? And the answer is yes, because that's 2 arrows. I want 2 arrows. If it were 1, probably not. But 2, definitely. I mean, we only have 100 of them, plus 1, but minor details and such. That was the clear, so we can see the clear is done now. I'm not going to worry about collecting all these bags, but we will open things and I'll meet you on the other side of that. Wow, that was super lucky. Full pull on the lockpick. I thought for sure we were going to have problems and we were going to run out of lockpicks because we only have a few of them. I mean, all this stuff is pretty usable. I mean, we'll go ahead and take the treasure map too. I don't know that I have a lot of interest in... goodness. Going for it, but maybe we should just, you know, for the giggles, see how they compare in Alpha 21. I guess we can eat the cat food right now. I mean, it's food. It's not good food, but it's food. Meanwhile, my cat's like, ooh, cat food. I mean, she's literally right here, but not for you, kitty. Next time around. So I'm going to call that one good. The only problem is I totally forgot to do the fetch part, so I'm going to go find that on my own, because I honestly completely forgot to do that, like usual. Oh, it's right up here somewhere, at least. Well, anyway. I'll do that on my own. I'll find where the fetch is supposed to be, which... Oh, maybe it's not even over here. Maybe it's a little further away. I don't know where it is. I think it's back inside the POI somewhere, so I'm going to have to backtrack to find it. But I'll do that on my own. We will rejoin on the next one, ideally with this quest ready to turn in. Gosh, I might be faster to start over. Start from the beginning. Whatever. Catch you in the next one, Till, and thanks for watching. See you later.